Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, yeah, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it, pricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A carry now for Scott. He'll take this forward for about 1 yard at best. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Bulls are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Falcons. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll send a tight end in motion. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's Scott. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Let's go now.
They'll run it. This is Scott. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Quick hitting slant there. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught! What a job on the scramble! Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That one good for 29.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Odafe Owe bursting it and recording the sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. No problem there on the extra point. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He keeps it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Daniels to throw on second down. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Falcons are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. The extra point is good, and the Falcons are able to extend the lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Go.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a 1st down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta be a gotta-have-it best play call. Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He's gonna let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Track 60. Set. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he's gonna be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Wait. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and he'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Back to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Open man, right side. He's got it.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This is caught at the 2. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Atlanta. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons stretch things out even further. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Daniels. A toss left side, caught by his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lots of space, past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. This caught right side by Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
70 range. Here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. That's caught. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow, and the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass and doesn't result in a whole lot.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now for the point after. And this one is blocked. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
With the score, Falcons.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Daniels. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on 4th down. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Now a give on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Throwing on 2nd down. The blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
And no chance to return this one. through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. On first down, Daniels. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a second and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day...
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. They wanted the holder to throw it. He couldn't get away. Now they're going to turn it over on downs.
Panther 11. Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's second and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Off balance throw, it's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Seven Pirate. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Throwing here on third and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Atlanta. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons will add one more onto their big lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go,
They'll throw with Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
the pressure all over him. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. And the Falcons have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Roger Goodell set to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Atlanta Falcons. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
That ultra ground music, riding in the years, I use it. Title up, you a loser. I approve. I bet, I step and approve. Straight ultra ground makes all the haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame.
She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncle's up. She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just got up. Then she got me paying down,